Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? I take it it's not. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. It's K4PEW. Net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Nothing heard. Never has been. I hope there never will be. If you have an emergency, call 911. If you can't do that, tell us and we'll call it for you. You can cut in for emergencies at any time. For information on this net, you can see us right now on YouTube. It's well, you're not seeing me. You're going to see the face of my radio. And that's just look up in YouTube on the search block for my call, K4PEW. It should take you right to the channel, and you'll see the live, whatever they call it. You can also see us on our webpage, which is 146415.net. 146415.net. It's our frequency minus the decimal. It has some information on Simplex and some other stuff. You can also see us on our groups.io page, groups.India Oscar, and look up MJSS, and that's where we are. We have 121 subscribers or something like that on the emails. A lot bigger than some clubs. I don't know. Net normally meets at 8, or you can reach me at K4PEW. It's K4PEWARRL.net. And that normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. And as is our custom, we started the whole thing on 146.415 FM Simplex, and we're happy to have you all here. Purpose of the net, and we're starting our 7th year, by the way. Purpose of the net is to support and, well, it's to have fun. Forgetting support anything. It's to have fun, and in the event there's an emergency, you'll be well prepared with a good Simplex station to take care of your family, your neighbors, and you want to, and the greater community. Purpose of the net is to do that. We invite everyone to use the net to announce amateur radio events and activities. Is there anybody who has any announcements besides the one I'm going to mention right now, which is, I lost my notes already. I don't know. We have the net tonight, as you all know, 146.415, and then we follow that up. Well, I had some notes here. There. Hold on. The net tonight, of course. We're going to do a surprise net. We're going to switch to 5 watts on 2 meters tonight. 5 watts on 2 meters. And then we're going to move over to 10 meters, 28.415. 28.415. If you can't hear me on, I say if you can't hear me, most of you can even hear me on 5 watts, but if you can check in at any time if you're having difficulty hearing me, or you can bump up your power if you can't be heard, so don't be afraid to do that. It's a good way to figure out if how well you can be heard on 5 watts. Anyway, and also we've got the Bowling Green net tomorrow night. That's at 7:30 p.m. 146.430. Following that is a Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's information net on 147.105, plus offset, and a PL of 156.7. Then Saturday we have our breakfast over at Charlie Daniels Park. That's at 8 a.m. or whatever time you get there. We're usually there for a couple, 3 hours. Usually we're there till about 11, so I wouldn't worry about being too late. We have a good time, and we've had as many as, even with this crazy COVID stuff, as many as 14 people there, I think it was. We have a good time, just chewing the fat and not trying to stay not too close to each other. Anyways, anybody have any comments or need any double information on the information presented? Nothing heard. Well, this is, like I said, the beginning of our 7th year. We're starting from the east. This is net number 625. You can imagine that? I can't imagine I did something 625 times with very few exceptions. So it's anyway, September 23rd, 2020, starting from the east. And I guess we'll start right now since there's nobody breaking in to tell me otherwise. It's K4PEW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. But we do that, oh, by the way, before I finish it, everybody I think knows we can do the lightning round where we just want your name, your location, and before I start, they got to drop down to 5 watts. Your name, your call, actually, your call, your name, and then your location if you don't mind. Hold on one second while I change over mine to 5 watts. Yeah, that's where I am. 5 watts. Can't read too good with my glasses. That's 5 watts. K4PEW with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. From the east, please come now. Hold on, there was a mobile station, but I heard Eddie in there. Very good. That's Eddie in Gladeville, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. We're going to move right through these. So who else was mobile?
It's me, Paul. I need to be in and out tonight. I'm in Mount Juliet babysitting.
All right, KM4YRF is mobile and in and out. Short time. He's babysitting something, and he's mobile also. Who else is east? Please come in.
KB4 RSM, Glenn in Mount Juliet, 5 watts.
Ah, man, you're a big signal, but you're not that far from me, so not too much bragging going on there. With a good antenna to fin. How high is your antenna there, Glenn?
Right now it's at about 55 feet.
Oh, yeah, that's killer. What's the longest you worked simplex on FM, do you know?
FM, I'm not too sure, Paul. I haven't done a lot of FM stuff. I've been doing, of course, sideband stuff and some digital and that type of thing, and I've got grids all over.
Oh, that's no, you got a killer signal, but again, you could have an HT at 55 feet and talk to me with that kind of a signal.
Yeah, your signal didn't change at all for me.
Well, there you go. There you go. The two good elevations, the two good antennas, and that's about it. You don't need any more than that. You could work 1 watt and do the same thing, more or less. At least it could communicate properly. Which is a good thing, by the way, because if in an emergency, you'd have to conserve power. I lost power for 7 days when I was, during that, after that tornado tore through my neighborhood. And if you have very small batteries, you can't stay on the line very long. You're using 50 watts. Anyway, who else is east? Please come down.
Whiskey Alpha 4, Zulu Hotel India, James in Mount Juliet.
Ah, very good, James. You doing 5 watts? You sound good.
Yeah, I've got a walk so I can do that much too.
No, you sound good. But you're not too far. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India, James here in Mount Juliet. Who was the other station?
KI4SIB.
Very good. You sound good there, Richard.
Well, I've been hollering since first, and I just now get to you. But anyway, KI4SOR as well. Y'all take care and say the 3. KI4S, I'll be back.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you were still bumping into S. I think that. Anyway, it was up around S6. That's what you were doing, so it's not too shabby.
Well, you back got me full scale up here.
Oh, good. It's a true 5 watts, minus whatever the losses are from here to my antenna. Anyway, that was Richard and Stephanie, in just a little bit west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is east? Please come in. We had a perfect double in there, but Stan won. Stan, I got you in there. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. I'm sure you're hearing everybody just fine at this point, huh?
So far, I heard everyone.
Yeah, very good. Who else? Very good, Stan. I was Stan. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo in Lebanon. Who else is east?
Kilo 4 Juliet Zulu India, John Mount Juliet.
Very good, John. It's good, solid copy. I gotta get clear writing skills here. You think I'd be good at this after 70 years, but not. No. It's Kilo 4 Juliet Zulu India, and that's John here in Mount Juliet. Good signal, by the way, John. Who else is east? Any more east stations? Up to the north, then, please come now.
Alpha 4 Delta Echo, Daniel Mount Juliet.
Hey, Daniel, good to hear you in there. You sound good. And then you're not too far away. I'm sure you're doing 5 watts, but I wouldn't know.
Yes, sir. 5 watts, hearing everybody.
Yeah, and you're also very full scale to me, so that good indication where you are, and I am, and the two good antennas. Although, again, you might be full scale with 5 watts on an HT, too. Well, with that antenna, you would be, I'm sure. Anyway, that was Daniel, Alpha 4 Delta Echo here in Mount Juliet. Who else is north?
C9 ETS, Paul, North Mount Juliet.
All right, Paul, give me your prefix again. It's because I got the last part, the 9 ETS, but I forget what your prefix is.
It's KC9, Kilo Charlie 9.
Very good. No, I got the last of it. I just didn't remember there was Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra, and that's Paul here in Mount Juliet. There was a double in there. Who was that other person?
KS4FAX.
All right, we got Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray, and that's of course is the infamous Otis in where is he? Hendersonville. That's where he is. Good to have you in there, Otis. That's Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-ray. Who else is north?
KV9 RKK, Frank and Mark Juliet.
Very good. I'm sure you're sounding pretty good. You copying everybody at this point, I take it?
Yeah, everybody's 20 to 40 over still.
Yeah, wait till we get over to the west. Maybe there'll be some surprises in or south or something. All right, very good. That's Frank in Northwest Wilson. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Who else is north? All right, we had a double in there, but Brent won mostly. And that's Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Victor Quebec. Which radio are you on tonight there, Brent?
I'm on a TYT dual band, the 3800 or 8600. Sorry, I can't even read my own writing here.
Oh yeah, I know which one that is. Yeah, that's that. It's a nice little radio.
Yeah, actually, it's a real good one. Thank goodness it's waterproof too.
Why, did you have a leak or something, or did you have it outside?
No, I had a leak.
Oh wow. Well, very good. I didn't know those were waterproof. And they're cheaper than the Yaesus, aren't they? Do they have a similar model?
Yeah, yep, they're quite a bit cheaper. I think I got this for just about 119.
Holy crap, that's cool. Anyway, that was Brent, Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Victor Quebec with a good signal on a TYT. I think it's an 8600. He's in Northwest Wilson as well. Who else is north?
KG4SF.
KG4SF. There was a double in there, Charles. Hold on one second. That was Charles. Are you in Smyrna tonight?
Yep. Done south.
Oh, you're dropping out on me, but you are in Smyrna?
I didn't. I'm south already.
Oh, no. We were still up in north. We hadn't gotten around to there, but okay, we got you in there. Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Foxtrot. You haven't had any issues with your microphone?
Well, not, might be loose or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm having trouble hearing everyone too.
Ah, okay. Well, again, that's going to be a function. Are you using your mobile radio?
GSL, I got another failure on my physical for my DOT physical today.
Ah, very good. That worked out okay for you?
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah, your signal's dropping out. I don't know what's going on there. But I got you in there, Charles. That's Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Foxtrot in Smyrna. Who else is north? Please come in.
W3 JCA. Kilo Uniform 4 X-ray Quebec.
Hold on one second. I had to do Whiskey 3 Juliet Charlie. What's the last part of that?
Hotel.
Juliet Charlie Hotel. Hit me again with the first name.
Justin.
All right, very good, Justin. Sorry about that. I've got a few Justin, Jason, and there's another one in there. I've never met any of you, and I just got having trouble memorizing the first names that automatically go with the calls. But anyway, Justin, you're in. Where are you?
I'm up here in Gallatin.
That's right. Now that you say it, I remember it, but I wouldn't remember where you were. Whiskey 3, Juliet, Charlie Hotel. That's Justin in Gallatin. Good signal. How are you copying people up from Gallatin?
I heard everybody in Gallatin. I missed that Hendersonville. I couldn't get anything on that one. But, a little bit southwest of me. But yeah, everybody else up here, I'm hearing loud and clear.
You're not in a bad spot in Gallatin, are you? Because Hendersonville I don't know where exactly Otis is in Hendersonville, but some parts of it are very low down by the river, but I don't think he's right down by the river.
Well, I'm up here on the lake, Airport Road, and we're operating, I guess we call it mobile. We're sitting in the truck, and Mitch will get an antenna from the house here, making it better for me.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great. Yeah, Otis just jumped in there, and he says he's very close to the Cumberland Lake there, so he's got a relatively low elevation compared to where you are. And that's probably the reason, he's at a low elevation.
Yep, that makes sense.
Otis, do you know what your elevation is? It should be about less than 500, right?
The lake is 445, and I'm about 455, somewhere along there.
Well, you're doing good to us over here, but being that elevation makes it rough for FM, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, very good. Anyway, Justin, he's at 455. You didn't hear him, but he's down by the lake, and so it's rough on the elevation. Anyway, that's Whiskey 3, Juliet, Charlie Hotel, Justin in Gallatin. Who else is north?
Kilo Uniform 4, X-ray Quebec.
Gotta get my brain put in there. Probably. How you doing this morning? See, that's Kilo Uniform, X-ray Quebec.
Oh, Paul, we're doing all right, man. Just trying to hang in there. Just want to jump in there and say $73 round, and good job.
Oh, well, thank you very much for that. But yeah, Tim, I was trying to remember your name. It's terrible. I think I'm starting to lose brain cells here. And Tim, you're in Hendersonville. I was trying to remember that too. You doing all right up there?
Oh, yeah, man. We're getting by. Just trying to make it. Blew our leg out last week and doing some therapy and trying to getting back to work. Over.
Oh, wow. So you hurt so you're not working. Well, you haven't been working the last 2 days anyway, huh?
Yeah, I've been out a couple of weeks. They won't let me come back to work until there's no restrictions. They said I could go back to work, but they're not happy with that because they want to kill me.
Well, hopefully that cuts you some slack. You've been there a long time.
Yeah, you'd think they would, but they don't like me that much.
Now, well, I don't want to make commentary on a business I'm unfamiliar with their personnel policy, but it's a nice place where you work anyway. All right, that was Tim. He's in Hendersonville, Kilo Uniform 4, X-ray Quebec, great signal. Who else is north or west?
WB0NLO, Mark in Northwest Wilson at 510 feet.
Yeah, there was another station in there, but I got you in there, Mark. Your 5 watt sounds pretty good to me.
That's because it's 50.
What what 5 watts wasn't working for you?
I don't have that option right now.
Okay, no big deal. Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar. How are you copying other stations?
I can't tell much difference so far.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I guess one of the reasons the 5 watts is a nice test isn't just to see. It kind of gives people an understanding that you don't need a lot of power, to properly communicate.
Yep, it's all about antenna height, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like you said, I've worked HTs that they've had 5 watts from downtown or mobiles from downtown on 5 watts in Nashville, and that's I don't know. I guess it's probably 12 miles in air miles, but they're in often very poor locations. And in spite of that, the 5 watts gets out just fine to me at a higher elevation.
Yep, I worked you with a handy-talkie in a hotel downtown in January.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was one of them. I was trying to remember who that was, and I forgot that it was you. Yeah, and I had somebody else today or yesterday from Metro Center. Is that the same building?
No, that's north of town.
Okay, that's the one by the stadium, isn't it?
It's north of the stadium.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where that is, but anyway, he had 5 watts from that building to me, and it was, a little slim on the audio, but still like a good copy. Anyway, that's Mark, and Mark's in Northwest Wilson by the Weather Bureau up there. Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar, but he's on 50 watts. He can't cut it down anymore unless he puts a giant resistor in series there. Who else is north or west?
Comment.
Hey, go ahead, Richard.
Remember me talking to you on a handheld on the West End one night?
Oh yeah. No, it's like I said, it's surprising sometimes how well 5 watts will work.
Yeah, that kind of blew my mind even. Carry on, Cal, where should I be?
Yeah, but like I said, I think it's just a good it gets to be a better understanding. Everybody thinks you have to have a lot of power. You don't have to have a lot of power. You just have to have a good elevation and a reasonably good antenna. But anyway, who else is west?
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet, Bobby Club.
Hey, Rick, are you on full power?
I am.
Okay, very good. Just want to make sure. I don't think I can. Can you cut it back to 5 watts easily? Can you take it to 5 watts easily?
No.
Okay, well, let's not worry about it then. I don't think it would work because you're pretty down in the mud there. I can still copy you, but on 50 watts, so I don't think 5 watts would work too well for you. Are you able to copy anybody here?
I think it's a few of them. Actually, I'm running 55 watts all of them. But,
Okay, very good. Well, good to hear from you, Rick. Hope to see you Saturday if you can make it. That was Rick. He's in Ashland City, one of the more rougher stations out there to the west. Kilo November 4 Tango Juliet Foxtrot. He has heard a few stations, but I don't think he's going to work. Well, I don't think he. And his radio, I'm not sure he's familiar with how to take it to 5 watts, but that's fine. Like he's far enough out that I don't think any of us would hear him. Who else is west? Please come in.
Greg and Antioch.
All right, I heard Greg in Antioch, but I also heard Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, who is in Donaldson. How you doing, Chris? You're 5. Well, how you copying anybody?
oh, yeah, I've heard the majority of people, actually. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
No, I'm doing good. That's interesting, though, that here you have an indoor antenna and you're copying everybody pretty well. So, good illustration.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The signals just do their thing. The power doesn't really change it dramatically, I think.
Well, again, it's also a testimony to how many people have improved their antenna heights or improved their antennas and their antenna heights.
Very true.
Anyway, I believe I heard Greg in Antioch. Give me that call again, please.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
Ah, very good. Saves me. I was going to look on the page before. I couldn't remember the prefix to it. Anyway, Greg in Antioch, sound good. How are you copying people in Antioch?
Not too bad. There's a few I'm not hearing, but that's to be expected with what I've got going here.
Yeah, but you were talking about doing improvements there, weren't you?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, well, it's just whatever. It's like I always say, it's whatever. Well, you have to work within your means and your schedule, and not everybody's got to go out and blow a couple of grand on an antenna and getting it up in the air because they're not, unless they're wanting to be net control. I'd be happy to find another net control. Anyway, that was Greg in Antioch. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Yeah, you never want to burn up the food money or the mortgage money on buying radio equipment. That's for sure. Who else is west? Please come in.
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor Jack and Donald.
Hey, Jack, how are you copying people?
I've heard everybody but 2 or 3. Didn't hear Charles or Richard. I've heard everybody else. I'm on 5 watts. I've got you at F9.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's hit me with your call again, and let me look at I wasn't looking at the meeting.
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. I love victory.
Yeah, that's right. You're solid S. I think that was an 8 or a 9, which is again, Donaldson's not a huge leap across the earth here, but at 5 watts, it's great. Yeah, I think it was S8. That's what I said. It was just a little bit below the S9.
Great.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It really is. Who else is good to have you in there? That was Jack and Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Who else is west? Down to the south then, south of anything.
Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar.
Just trying to be polite for you, Donnie?
Fine. Things going great. Thank you.
No, you were just pausing there. You're the only south station that said anything.
Yeah, I know it. I think the rest of them done fell off asleep tonight.
Oh, they may have. We've had a few lollygaggers over the last couple of weeks. I haven't heard from Wes in a while. Well, he has, but missed a couple, and Robbins missed a couple. But he actually has a real job now, so I'm pretty sure he's tired of him.
Yeah, great. Well, maybe there'll be some more wake up here today.
All right, very good. That was a Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar. That's Donnie in Hermitage, south of me, about 5 miles. Who else is south?
Katie, readable, low power.
All right, I had 3 of you in there, but I think I heard Ed in there first in down there near Shelbyville in Shake Rag. KG4 that is Kilo Golf 4 Zulu Golf Yankee, isn't it?
Thank you, Paul. Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee. Good evening, everyone there. I hadn't been in a while, but I want to say hello and tell you it's raining down here in Shake Rag.
Oh wow! You're on 50 watts. You're on full power now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm full power tonight. Straight at you.
I know. I just said because we were at the front end. I said let's everybody do 5 watts.
Oh, I just got home.
Oh no, I figured as much. Yeah, I just is it easy to change the 5?
How about that?
Well, I'm copying you just fine on 5 watts. A little more hash in there, but it's good signal.
Okay, that's the main thing.
Yep. No, your S3 in here, and that's they're using the beam. I take it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I do that because I got to have a little help.
Oh yeah, no, I'm with. No, you're doing fine, Ed. That's Ed and Shake Rag near Shelbyville. That's Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee. Who else was south?
Kilo 4 November Delta November David in Reedville, low power.
Ah, very good. I did hear you in there earlier. David, Kilo India 4 November Delta November. If you've been on a while, have you heard many stations?
Oh, I've heard 70% of them at least, bro.
Ah, very good. If you ever get that tower up, you're here 90%.
Yeah, maybe so. Hey, listen, just for your information, talk to the past East Rutherford County EC here, Mr. KE4AIE, Kilo Echo 4 Alpha India Echo, up somewhere around Bowling Green, and he was going to listen in tonight, so you might want to give him a shout on high power before you're all done. Over.
Ah, very good. His call is what? Kilo Echo 4 what?
Alpha India Echo, KE4AIE. That's Mr. Charlie, the former Rutherford County EC.
Ah, very good. Does he move up there permanently, did he?
Yes, he's been up there for a while, and if I remember right, I think he's in or around Paducah. He said it's about halfway between Bowling Green and Nashville.
Very good. I think I'll do it at the end if he's going to hang out that long because I'm still stuck on 5 watts at the moment. That was David, Kilo India 4 November Delta November, one of the key people with the Rutherford Aries Simplexnet, which operates on the first Tuesday of every month at 7:30 p.m. You can look it up under the Rutherford Aries group down there in Rutherford County on the web. Who else was south?
W0GZR, Mark in Nashville.
Ah, very good, Mark. Holding down the fort over there?
Oh, incredibly well.
Okay, very good. And the 5 watts is working for you?
Yeah, I'm hearing about half of them.
Ah, very good. That just means you have to double your height. That's all you got to do.
Okay, I'll do that about an hour.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's really the feat. You know, I mean, everybody, like I said, we've joked about it over the years, but you know, when everybody decides to put up an antenna, they usually stick it up on the eave or they stick it in their attic and hey, this is great. And then they realize it's not so great after a while.
Well, I wish I had my 40-foot tower back. That was really wonderful.
Oh yeah, but you can't do that now.
I don't want to do it. I'm 71 and I will not climb another tower, period.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I guess the obvious answer to that is if I was going to put in a tower, I'd make it a tilt over.
Yeah, or I'd buy a cherry picker.
Yeah, you wish. I'd rather pay extra for the tilt over than a cherry picker. Those aren't cheap for sure. Anyway, that's Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo Mark in Tennessee, in Nashville. Who else is west or south?
And for CJP, Jason and Laverne.
Hey, Jason, you sound real good. Were you able to get down to 5 watts?
Yes, sir. I'm on 5 watts. Low power.
Oh, I know. No, to me, it's easy because down from Laverne, like I said, handheld, I could do easily from Laverne. I think it was you I was talking to mobile yesterday, wasn't it?
I believe it was today, this morning. I was talking to you on the way down, the way up to Nashville, going to work.
See, when you don't work for a living, it's, well, this morning is like yesterday to me.
I copy that.
No, very good. No, you had a good signal even though you're a mobile. That was Jason, November 4, Charlie, Juliet, Papa, and he is in Laverne. Who else? And he's got a whole bunch of, by the way, he's still got a whole bunch of those Motorola radios, those 40 watt, 140, isn't it, Jason?
They're 40 watt, 16 channel, 70 centimeter.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking of the 140s. I think they're 140 on the 2 meter side in those Motorola copper radios.
Yeah, but think of the 110 Spectra that I put in my truck the other day.
Yeah. Anyway, he's got some 70 centimeter radios that are 40 watts apiece, $50 for 40 watts. Can't ask for a better deal than that in a mobile. Well, you could, I guess, if you got one cheaper, but those things are built like a brick. Who else is Sal?
Kilo. KK5 Lima.
Okay, hold on. KK5 Lima. I believe did I hear SYV in there?
That's me.
All right, I did hear Larry and Kilo Echo. It's Kilo Echo 4. You think I remember that exactly, but I have to think about these things. That's Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. That's Larry in Rockville. And how are you copying people tonight, Larry?
I'm getting about 95% up.
Ah, very good. Yeah, I think you're in a good location, and also you got a decent sized tower out there to help you out, decent antenna. So yeah, I would expect this. So it is easier technically. I mean, 50 watts or anything above 5 is suitable, for communications. It's just that I don't like turning up the volume on my radio when it's when somebody has a really low audio. But anyway, you sound real great tonight, Larry. Who else is? That's Larry, by the way, and he's in Rockville. Kilo 5 Lima. Tell me who you are again, because I forget. Oh no, I know who you are.
Forget. Name's Mike. I'm over in Antioch.
Yes, as soon as I said that, I went, no, I know who that is. The changed call is still throwing me for a loop. So, how you doing down there? How are you copying people, Mike?
Tonight there's some places that I can't hear them. I don't even get the signal. I know there's a couple humps around with some stations coming from certain directions. I can't even hear them at all, and they're banging you like crazy. But I know you got elevation and all. But I can hear some of them.
Yeah, very good. I think that's where I had one fella complain about when I did this a long time ago, a couple years ago, on 5 watts. He said, why would you do that if you can't hear the stations? Blah. And I said, well, because it helps people understand what is good and what is bad about their own station. Because if I can hear them and others, that's why I've asked several stations tonight how they're copying everything, and they're doing pretty decent. But it just makes you want, if you're keeping track and you can hear them through like YouTube, you go, that's interesting, because there's stations here that are 30, 35, 40 miles away from me.
Roger that. Yeah, I can reach out and touch some people in certain directions, but there's just a couple humps, particularly between me and Murfreesboro area. There's a ridge that gives me that I can't even hear them in Murfreesboro, but I know you can. And I have a friend down there in that region to the south, and he can hear them like really well. So, but that's just the way it is. You do the best that you can, and for your location and your position and what you got.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely correct. In fact, I don't know if you've ever seen those. I've sent them out on Google Earth. You can do an elevation profile from one station to another. And when you see some of the elevation profiles, you wonder how the signal gets to the other person, because there's one guy will be at 450 feet, and the other guy will be at, let's say, 500 or 560, 600 feet, but there's a huge ridge between the both of them. You wonder how the signals get over and around it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how much ground wave and sky wave actually, especially on 2 meter, because you're getting both. But the line of sight is obviously the most important, but there is some ground wave movement.
Oh yeah, no question about it. It does do it. You're right. And like I said, with some of the ridges I've seen, you do realize that there's more going on than I can possibly imagine. I can't understand exactly how RF, especially under good conditions, what actually happens, how it bounces around, and I have no idea what it's doing. But it's fascinating to me how well. Again, and that's the issue with, like you said, depending upon where you are, you have to decide how much money am I willing to spend to talk to that one dude that's on the other side of the ridge.
Roger that. Yeah, it's all about that, and just paying attention to detail and doing the best you can. And I think that's the best way to do it. And I know that's what you do, because I can just tell by the way you discuss technical things with everyone.
Well, yeah. Plus, that's exactly what repeaters are there for. if you're having difficulty talking to certain elements and you have either a financial or a physical inability to do better, then I would say go right over to that local repeater and have fun.
Yep, you're exactly right, sir.
All right, very good. That was Mike in Antioch, Kilo 5 Lima. Who else is south? Anybody else south?
4 WKU on 5 watts.
Ah, very good. I got Steve there in there. Kilo 4 Whiskey Kilo uniform north of Bowling Green on 5 watts. You sound good, Steve.
Yeah, you're fading in and out on me, but I got you good right now.
Yeah, no, I had you real good in there just on that last transmission. You were a little weaker earlier, but real good on that one.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. I didn't know if you heard me or not.
Yeah, very good. That was Steve, and he's in Bowling Green, Kilo 4 Whiskey Kilo uniform on 5 watts. I don't know if anybody else could hear him. Anybody?
I didn't have any problem hearing him at all. He was clear to me.
Ah, very good. That's great. Donnie down there in south of me can hear him just fine, so that's great. That's about 70 miles to you, Donnie.
Hey, Paul, I heard him just pretty good down here.
Oh yeah, well you were one of 3 check-ins on his net this past Tuesday.
Wow.
Well, they had it was a club night. That's why it was so rough. Anyway, good to have you in there, Steve. That's again up in Bowling Green. He runs a net up there as well on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on 146-430. And we'd love to have you check in. I know Richard and I and a couple others try to check in periodically to see what's going on up there and see how conditions are. Who else? Anybody else anywhere? Late check-ins, please come out.
L4 DTC.
Hey, Johnny, you were a late check-in. How you doing tonight? All right. Were you on 5 watts as well?
I don't know what I am. I can't see right now.
Okay, very good. No, you sound good to me though. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Tango Zulu, and he's in let's see, East Nashville. Is that East Nashville?
I think so.
All right, very good. Johnny in East Nashville. Who else is any place anywhere? Let me see if I can try this. I'm going to call out for a station that's, I believe, up in Kentucky, but I may have to raise my power. It's Kilo Echo 4 Alpha India Echo Charlie.
The Charlie is his personal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Charlie. Kilo, wait a minute, did I have that right? Kilo Echo 4 Alpha India Echo, right? Or is that Kilo Bravo?
Kilo Echo 4 Alpha India Echo. You may go through the Bowling Green station because he can hear him well.
Yeah, very good. I was looking for Charlie. Kilo Echo 4 Alpha India Echo. Are you still there, Steve?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you copying? Well, he said, would you put a call out for Kilo Echo 4 Alpha India Echo? Just want to make sure he knows we're down here.
Kilo Echo 4, what was it?
Alpha India Echo. He might be in Paducah, I think. Did you get anything on him, Steve? Yo, Steve. Well, now I got nothing. Steve, are you still there? Were you was he copying you at all? All right, very good. Then we'll move on. Is there any other late check-ins before we move over to 10 meters, upper sideband? All righty, we had 31 stations checking in tonight, which was a good average night for us these days. Hard to believe an average 3 years ago was 12. So we've almost tripled our average in a matter of 3 years, which is nice. We're moving to 28.415, and that's upper sideband, of course. Is there any more before I do that though? Is there any objections, or hold your peace? All right, just give me a chance to switch it over there and tune her up a little bit. I'll be right there. K4P.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like Otis. Yeah, who is this? Is this Larry?
All right, we ready to roll?
I just want to make sure my radio was working. I'm trying a different antenna tonight than I did last week.
Well, you sound good there, Donnie. So let me get started. Is there anything I'm interrupting that's important?
Oh, no, I thought you was on sideband. I'm sorry. I was waiting on y'all. Go ahead. I apologize.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. You know, we do have only limited rules. In fact, almost no rules. If you wanted, I'd move over somewhere else. Anyway, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 28.415 upper sideband. Taking check-ins from the east. Please come now.
KL4DGG.
You sound great in there tonight. That was Johnny and Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Tango Zulu in Nashville. Who else is north or east?
KB4RSM, Glenn and Mount Juliet.
Very good. Glenn and Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 4 Romeo Sierra Mike. Who else is north? Well, it'll be east, excuse me. Anybody north?
KB9 RKK.
All right, sounds good. Good signal in there. That was Glenn over in east, southeast of me, over near 109 in Mount Juliet. Glenn Kilo Bravo. I'm sorry. I had Glenn in there, Kilo Bravo 4 Romeo Sierra Mike, and then I had Frank in there, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. If I said 9, it's Kilo Bravo 4 Romeo Sierra Mike and Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo Frank in Northwest Wilson. Well, I'll get my story straight tonight. Who else is north?
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra Paul.
All right, sound good tonight, Paul. Good signal. Who else is that's Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra here in Mount Juliet. Who else is north? Nothing else north? Very good. Well, you're more than nothing else. Very good. That's Kilo November 4 Foxtrot Alpha X-Ray. That's Otis in Hendersonville. Who else is anybody else north?
Kilo Uniform 4 X-Ray Quebec.
All right, very good. Kilo Uniform 4 X-Ray Quebec. I hate that at Quebec. It always throws me a curve. I don't know why. I've been using it since I was probably in the Navy, and I still can't. It doesn't want to connect all the time when people say that. Anyway, Kilo Uniform 4 X-Ray Quebec. That's Tim in Hendersonville. Who else is north? Over to the west then. Anybody west for the 28.415 Simplex now?
Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
All right, good signal in there, Jack. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Anybody else? And he's in Donaldson. Who else is west? All right, it's Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo Chris in Donaldson. Did I get that call right? I just want to make sure. Sometimes they don't look right to me when I write them down. It was Chris in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Who else is west? All right. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg in Antioch. Who else is west or south? Anybody else west or south? Please come down.
I'll legally check that now, K4.
All right. I think I heard, hold on one second. I got Donnie in there, down there in Hermitage, south of me, Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar. Say that, I think that was that the geezer I was hearing? Very good. I did hear you. A little low on signal, but I got you in there. And if I was wearing a headset, it'd be much better. But Your audio is very low. Anyway, that's Whiskey Zero Golf Zulu Romeo, and that's Mark in Nashville. Who else is is north, south, east, or west? How's that?
Kilo 4, Juliet, Zulu, India, John, Mount Juliet.
Ah, very good, John. Got you in there. Good signal. Kilo 4, Juliet, Zulu, Echo. Well, anybody else? Any place, anywhere? I'm hearing a very low station in there. Who is that? Am I hearing another station in there? Please come now. Yeah, I'm not. I hear the audio, but I'm not copying that. Does anybody hear that? And if you would email me and let me know who that is, because I really am not unable to copy. I'm unable to copy that. Anyway, that's so I'll give a rundown. Is there any late check-ins? Anybody else? Is anybody copying anything I'm not copying? All right, very good. We'll start at the bottom. As we had somebody, I'm not sure who that somebody was, question mark down there. And then we had Kilo 4, Juliet, Zulu, Echo at John. We had Mark, Whiskey Zero, Golf, Zulu, Romeo. Mark is in Nashville. Donnie, Kilo 4, Oscar, Foxtrot, Oscar in Hermitage. Greg in Antioch, Kilo Delta 4, Charlie, Victor, Echo. Chris, Kilo Golf 4, Charlie, X-Ray, Echo. He is in Donaldson. Jack's also in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4, India, Lima, Victor. Tim in Hendersonville, Kilo Uniform 4, X-Ray, Quebec. Otis, Kilo November 4, Foxtrot, Alpha, X-Ray. Paul here in Mount Juliet, Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra. Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo in Northwest Wilson. Glenn in east of me anyway, by 109 here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 4, Romeo Sierra Mike. And Johnny, Kilo Oscar 4, Delta Tango Zulu in Inglewood, over on the other side, well, west of Dolly Parton University, not Dolly Parton, west of the Grand Ole Opry. And then me, Kilo 4, Papa Echo Whiskey here in Mount Juliet. And appreciate all the check-ins. And it was number 13, which is kind of a normal number for there as well. So appreciate all the participation and hope maybe you learned something on the 2 meter or the 10 meter net. And hope everybody has a good night. It's K4PEW closing on that.
Thank you, Paul.
Yep, nothing but fun.
Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Otis.